Morning everybody, welcome back to the channel. Currently 2 minutes past 6 and we've just got the wool shed all loaded up. That was empty 20 minutes ago, so all ready for the shearers. They should be here soon, probably about 1/4 I guess. That should prove to Wayne Langford. Bloody sheep farmers getting out of bed at 9 AM, crikey. Anyway, bit on today, shearers are going to get these girls done. A couple of mobs used to shift because there's no feed around. What else have we got on? Got to get these shorn girls back at the back on some nice feed. Yeah, and tomorrow I think I've got the stock agent coming to sort up some store lambs too, so that'll be really nice. Had a bit of a score too. Managed to get some weights for the TM, the New Holland fan weights, which are quite hard to come by for quite a cheap price. And we've got a pipe spinning or pipe laying Jenny as well. So for when we start putting that water scam in, that'll be quite handy. So guys, we've had a bit of a change of plan with this early mob. I've said to you quite a few times that the old red taggers in there that are good big fat ewes are quite possibly our best genetics on farm. It's impossible really to know, but if they've managed to do 5 lambings unassisted, look at Pearl! Look at Pearl! Good girl, here's Slim. Good boy. If they've managed to do 2 of those lambings unassisted, here's Slim. Here's Slim. Sit down. Then, yeah, they're probably some pretty good genetics, but we haven't got a lot of feed. We've got big paddocks. Slim, you're an idiot. We've decided this year it'll be just easier with these old girls if we just put them to a terminal ram. So, these 2 South Downs, where are we there? Right there, are about to go and join the ewes. No, they've missed the gate. Hang on. Right, let's try this again. Sit. Sit. There we go, boys. Much better. Now, those girls out there aren't looking that great because they're not on a lot of feed there. They've got all 3 paddocks here. Store lambs coming to the yards tomorrow for the agent to go through, which is awesome. As one mob, they'll just go over there tomorrow and they'll be getting fed pretty well then. But yeah, very exciting. Cycle's all starting again. Rams are going out, so yeah, Slim. Yeah, anyway, it's always a cool day when the ram goes out, starts doing his job, and you just sit there and go, right, now we know when we're going to be lambing. We know when the weather's going to shit itself, but that's what it is. Yeah, just starts everything over. Refreshing. Forget this last season that's been, it's not over yet, but it hasn't been much fun. Yes, Lump. Oh, there goes the Sean Turtles. They're looking good considering the season. I wouldn't say they're looking good. They're probably 4 or 5 kilos light. They'll be that much, I don't know. They just need more fat on them, but they're on some reasonable tucker here. They're probably going to go to some even better tucker when they're finished here. And yeah, hopefully they just look a bit better. Hey look, for the season we've had, I'm pretty happy with them. There's those other girls over there trying to tell me they need a feed, but they don't, so they'll be right for another day. Oh, just had the stock agent here and he's had some very good news for us. We've got 238 I think it is for stores. We're going to lose a little bit of money on them. Capped at 32, and they're going to be about a 33.5 average, but right now we're just sort of sitting there going, working numbers out, thinking no, we need to get rid of them. And we've got 600 going on the truck on Sunday, so today being Thursday. So tomorrow we're going to get them in. There's 730 in that mob. We will weigh them off, try and get the bottom 130 out, and roundabout we'll just make the numbers work. And they need a crutch. They just cleared a drench with holding 2 days ago, so that's good. And we will be getting rid of them. So that'll leave us with 435 lambs on farm. Hopefully 2 to 3 weeks from now we can get rid of the other, what did I just count, there's 97 in that wee mob. So get rid of the other 335, whatever it is, and only have 100 lambs on farm, which to be fair we won't even look at them again until July. They'll get drenched, they'll get crutched, but just wee rat bags, crook legs and stuff, they will come right. They will be worth some money, but right now they're not. So yeah, don't really want to just get rid of them. But you want to use heading out the back. Hungry, very, very hungry. Hey! Shut up, Slim! Got them moving. Well, that should have them happy for about a week, and then I'd say probably a bit miserable for another 3 or 4 days, but bit of feed out here, a lot less up on the hill. Where are we? Up there somewhere, where those brown patches are. Same paddock, but there's still something up there, so they'll be right. Now I've just got to go get those turtles from, where are we? Over the river over there, back into that paddock of nice green grass. And then we've got one paddock left on farm with nice green grass on it, and we are done. So yeah, hopefully those stores go soon. 600 work slams going is a big help, and we've got another 20 mils of rain in the forecast. Is it going to come? I'm going to not post this video till we find out, and then at the end of it I'll be able to tell you, because it's getting quite annoying, but it's what it is. She's a wee bit hairy, this track. When we put in, oh crikey, I want to say 3 years ago maybe only 2. Can't remember. Had a big slip right there which took out that bit back there. We got it all fixed up, and I managed to get around here with 2 mowers on the other day, so yeah, it does the job, but it is kind of, yeah, dodgy, I guess would be the right word. Anyway, we're just feeding out a bit of baleage again. Rain hasn't come yet, so got to get feeding stock. I'm not feeding a huge amount out. I was sort of thinking we'll feed, 2 bales every second day to this mob, but so far it's only been 1. Things haven't been going too bad that way, so yeah. But if things don't improve, we will have to ramp that up a lot. Well guys, back for another day. We had 1.3 millimeters of rain today, or if you're in America, 1/10 of an inch. A little bit more than that, which is just amazing. Yeah, no. But there's still more forecast. Pearl, away! Away! Anyway, we've got 600 lambs going on a truck on Sunday, today being Friday, and we've got a few other things on in the next few days, so we're going to get them in. We're going to draft. There's 730 in the mob, so we're going to take the smallest 130 out. I'm not going to use the scales, we're just going to run them down the race, because yeah, time is a little bit precious right now. Out! It's been a couple of days since I've done any recording, guys. I do apologise for that, but we'll carry on from here. Pearl! So, a few interesting things have happened. We got 600 lambs gone. 603, I think, went on the truck. Woohoo! That's awesome. That should be quite a big chunk of cash in the account, but also, more importantly, a lot of grazing pressure gone. We've got 235-ish going store, hopefully one day soon, and that'll leave us with about 430 odd lambs roughly on the farm, hopefully most of which will disappear in the next, well, in 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah. On the flip side of that, Friday night I was feeling pretty crook and pretty cold and bloody cold. Anyway, spent the weekend pretty crook, had to crutch lambs on Saturday, had to load them on Sunday. Thankfully Sarah, my wife, managed to do all the U shifts on Sunday for me, which is bloody awesome. But yeah, this morning, Monday morning, tested positive for the old COVID, so that's lovely. Ironically, didn't test positive on Friday night, Saturday night or Sunday night. Feeling pretty good now. I'm not 100%, but feeling pretty good. And yeah, the test comes back positive. So anyway, we've got rain coming tomorrow. 80% chance of 14.1 mils, which is just awesome. And possibly snow coming on Wednesday, which is... There's not really a better time of year it can come, to be honest. And we ain't going to turn the moisture down right now, that's for sure. So plan for this afternoon is to try and get that nitrogen fertilizer on. It would just be awesome if we could. Well, wouldn't that hole right there just really rip your undies, eh? Out of action for a few days until I can get a new one after my isolation period. Lovely. Right, so that was a challenge. We've got the dual hub back on, and the dual. That's not fun with COVID. That dual hub's like 45-50 kilos plus the wedges, so yeah, that hurts. The wheel, oh, that wheel's got to be 400 or 500, but they're on, they're done. We've got a full bin back there. It's got to be close to $4,000 worth of fertilizer right there, but we're going to go put it on. There's no guarantee rain is coming. We're at 80% chance now of 15 mils for tomorrow, which is awesome. But we're at a point now where it's got to go on. There's decent rain forecast. There's no guarantee it's coming, but it's forecast, and that's all we can work on. There's lots of little bits and pieces coming along the way too by the looks, so it is protected area, this. It will hang around for a fair while until it gets a chance to get going with moisture. I'm putting it on the ground. It's not going to do us any good sitting in the bin, and it's certainly not going to do us any good sitting in the bin if we get to June and it still hasn't done anything. So it's a bit of a risk, but we're going to go ahead and do it. We've just got to make it happen. But yeah, on that note, this COVID thing, it's not as bad as I had feared it might be, but it's not enjoyable, that's for sure. Getting better now, but yeah, just walked up from the super bin to the hay shed there to get the loader tractor, and yeah, a wee bit out of breath then, which is not normal. So yeah, hopefully in a week or two we'll be back to being as good as gold. Right, so we've got about 50 hectares ticked off, and taken a wee while, but some pokey horrible stuff out the back behind us there. I just thought I'd show you, normally we would stay off the south facing ground because it's not as economical to spread on, just doesn't get as much sunshine, but right now it's got more moisture in it than the rest, so we're going to go do this steep ugly wee face, and I'll see how much of it I can catch on camera for you. Now, like I say, normally we wouldn't get too worried about this kind of stuff, but there's quite a bit of growth potential right here, so let's have a crack. This is actually really hard to sit in when you can't hold on with your hand. Got to steer with that one. Yeah. This next bit could be a wee bit tricky. Yeah, we'll go a bit further up. Right, here we go, going down. It's kind of a little bit steep there. There's that horizon. We'll try and keep the camera straight on the horizon, eh? There we go. Nice wee bit of fun. Just do this wee bit. There's no point getting too carried away, but seems a shame to leave that opportunity behind. Well, I'm not too sure if you guys can see that mark about there. It's a whole lot easier to see than it was about 5 minutes ago, because the sun has disappeared behind some clouds and we have moisture on the bonnet. Whoa! And check out the colour of that grass though, would you? We need rain. We are well and truly stuffed, and any growth we get from now on is just a bit less than the crap that we are. So yeah, bring it on. Righto guys, we're going to call it for the night there. It's getting a wee bit dark, and with these pasture covers like this, hang on a sec. Yeah, there is nothing there. Look at that colour, would you? Crikey. Yeah, my wheel track's just there, and I cannot see it with the dam. So, big girl's going to go get parked in the shed for the night. Still a wee bit of ferret in the bin there. There's a couple of loads to do tomorrow. It's looking like the forecast is saying going to be a little bit of rain overnight, maybe 3 or 4 mils, and then there's going to be a decent period during the day tomorrow where it's not going to rain, and then a whole lot of rain tomorrow night. So that couldn't be more perfect for me right now. Now, COVID's still hurting. I don't really feel like working through the night, not that I can see my wheel marks anyway. So I'm going to go home, I'm going to get some sleep, and tomorrow we'll start again in a respectable time, but it won't be very early. Seriously though, how good is it to see that stuff falling? I know it's not much, but it's making the grass wet. It's actually moist. Woohoo! Righto guys, back for day 2. Let's go get all this on, eh? Got rain definitely coming. Definitely coming. Can feel it, can see it, just not here yet. We've got a bit of wind. It's cooled off. Things are looking good. And from what happened last night, my rate seemed to be working out pretty good too. So we should be pretty near bang on. Maybe just marginally light. Won't worry me with the dam. So, yeah. Quite tricky to do that with one hand. So the last half of that second load, we're on the third load now, might have been just a wee bit heavy. I'll show you here what was going on. So here's our product flow, not real deep, that's what we control it with. There was bits of superphosphate and lime from the last job bridging in under here, and we had these channels, so it was sort of coming out looking like that. And it was working alright, and I thought, oh well, that'll be right. First load worked out pretty good. Yeah, that second load went a wee bit fast, so we've backed her off a wee bit, and we'll see how we go now. Woohoo! And down there we're gonna go. Hey! Might look a bit pointless with all that dead stuff there, but most of that's grass scrub. And we're hoping those plants are still alive, and with a little bit of rain we might just get a little bit of growth out of it and get those roots back down to contact the soil where the little grub's been bloody eating it. So yeah, a couple of rounds around there should be alright. This paddock's actually grown a lot better than I thought, so things aren't looking too bad, but well, things are still looking bad. But yeah, the rest of this paddock further over isn't looking as bad as I thought. I've got somewhere to put sheep in a week's time. Yeah, see that? Unfortunately, that's looking good. Doesn't this just look bloody horrible? Look at that feed quality out there. I mean, I know it's good to have some feed up here, but these girls are struggling. They're holding up well. I don't know how. I've said that 100 times, I know, but they are doing well, considering. Bloody check this out, would you? Unreal. The ewes were in here 2 days. Wasn't a lot of feed on this area, whole area through here to begin with, but up around there's some rough stuff, and down over there, and yeah, it's 15 hectares this paddock, or roughly just under 40 acres. So I can't really fence it. It'd be a hard one to fence. You'd have to run the fence, you know, along here down to the gate, and there's another area down there you'd have to fence off, and then they've got no water. So yeah, I do need to get them to eat it though, because I don't want to miss my opportunity to mow all these thistles. If I can't, I won't. It'd be really nice to come and just take them out. But yeah, she's biting alright. Tell you what, one thing with these New Hollands, watch this. How cool is that? That changes your revs. And it matches between a gear change, depending of course where you've got it set. Quite a cool wee setup there. Real good for saving fuel, but giving you easy power when you need to climb a hill. The colour's not improving out there, is it? Rain is coming. So I've got maybe a tonne left in the bin. I might be out by about 8 or 10% on this, but that's not the end of the world, because less area will grow more, or alternatively, if we're the other way around, more area would grow a little bit less. It'll all balance out to be roughly the same in the long run. So yeah, not too worried. Anyway, check this out. Early lambers out there are looking pretty good considering. Man, it's been a hard year, but yeah, there's not a lot of feed out there, but they're holding up pretty well. Well, there we go guys, we saved the best paddock to last, that's for sure. It's an ugly wee sucker, this one. But that's that done. I'll have a workout, but I think it's about 185 hectares we've done. So 15 hectares short, really not the end of the world. All gone well. Problem being the rain that's forecast is slipping further and further away. We're now down to 10 mils, starting at about 10 or 11 o'clock tonight. That was supposed to be starting at 3 o'clock this afternoon, it was supposed to be 15, but fingers crossed it still comes. 5 mils marked for tomorrow. I was hoping to put the rain in this video, but yeah, I think I'll just get this one out. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you next time, hopefully bucketing down with rain.